the Jim and Terry Show. If we sound a little off-put or perplexed, it's because we're two guys who've been watching the Jays for too long, and those innings are catching up. And hey, my old friend, my bones are just not.
I couldn't believe that I stayed up that one game for the whole 18 innings, which tied a record. Our pitcher has made two records. And I don't know what the first one, you asked me what the first one was, and we were going to look it up.
I think one was rookie strikeouts.
Well, that was last night.
Series.
That was last night, rookie strikeouts.
And what was the other one?
I can't remember, but he set a record. Maybe it was 10. Maybe he broke his own record. Because he struck out 10, I think, in his first outing.
We're in the Hobbit Hole. We've had our coffee and we're socializing. And how about those Jays was the obvious question to start today with.
A whole city is abuzz.
Not just the city.
Yeah, and I mean, I always have this glass half empty kind of.
You do. You drain the life out of me by the time you go, Jim, trying to pump you up.
I was so impressed, not with the two home runs at the very beginning.
That was impressive.
It was incredibly impressive.
I think that's a world record.
But it was the attitude. Once they got in, they had this confidence, seemed relaxed. Like, it would have drove me nuts if I was their competition. You look over there and they're kind of like, hey, how's it going, bud? Did you see Netflix the other day? I mean, they just looked like they were just chatting away about everything other than baseball.
In their dugout?
Yeah, in their dugout.
In the dugout. I would not.
And I think our first baseman is the best first baseman in all of the sport. As if I'm a fan that much, I can declare that. I come in the playoffs. That's when I start becoming a fan.
Fair weather fan.
Now I'm all knowledgeable.
I know it all.
I know it all.
Well, I do agree with you, but I'm not sure that I ever agree with the salary that he signed for, and that's where I draw the line with my support. I don't like $500 million for that contract.
What, our young pitcher?
Yeah. No, not the pitcher. The first baseman, Guerrero.
Wow, he is great.
But
what
how
can
much
I say?
Put a dollar value on that?
$500 million for a player. You know what? But unfortunately, this is what you need to pay if you want to have a World Series champion.
And he represents the team.
And he also brings in money into our city.
Yes.
And now he'll bring money, just like
the Japanese player.
Yeah, the Japanese player.
Okay, Ohtani.
People go to see him, and when he goes to other cities, people go to just see him. So people spend money. It helps fill stadiums, and that helps the local economy. Don't forget, it doesn't. 50,000 in the stadium don't end in the stadium. It ends up spilling off into all of the hotels and everything in that area.
Speaking of stadiums, how about that stadium, LA Stadium?
I think it's pretty cool.
It is.
But I did notice some of the American announcers just freaking out on our stadium, saying this is a party house, because they were showing the parties going on in some of the sections. It's not the same stadium when you and I went.
No.
They've changed it.
Yes. The venues are open for food and beverages while the team is in L.A.?
Well, I think, absolutely. Why wouldn't it be?
How many tickets are sold, and does the proceeds go to a charity, or is it to the Jays franchise? Like, what happens?
I really don't know.
Okay. But it's a party.
But it's a party.
On a big screen, and you're at the stadium in Toronto watching them in L.A.
Again, it spills over, though. All of those, let's say there's only 30,000 there. They go to restaurants and rent hotel rooms and buy beer, and the economy, it helps the economy.
Well, if you can put 30,000 fans in the stands when you're doing an away game, that is something else.
We just all of a sudden decide to find some way to put tariffs on the baseball teams and everything else, so that our team leaves and has to go in and be a part of the United States.
Well, we'll talk about the cringy orange pumpkin in another podcast, show, but this one is all about Go Jays Go. And we're two septuagenarians. I like to use that instead of, we're pushing our age envelope. Yeah, we're old people, but we are Jays fans.
Yeah, I thank God that I'm retired, because I stayed up for that one. I said, oh, man, a lot. And then, of course, I got my new bed, which I love, but I can't sleep on it. It's foreign right now.
What does your new bed got to do with the Blue Jays?
I went to bed at 3 and couldn't sleep.
On a new bed?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I love it, by the way. It's a nice bed.
Do you want to? Is it a Canadian made?
I didn't know.
Don't look now because you'll feel guilty.
No,
I
think it's Chinese or North Korean or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Here you go. See, elbows up so far, or down.
It was a cheap bed, but I like it. Very manly, except that beautiful greenish, grayish, bluish cover I got for it. I think
you got a duvet or something.
I think I'm smart. I think it's like a real compromise. You got that iron bed, and then you got sort of a feminine kind of color.
What kind of conversation is this about the Blue Jays? Let's go back to celebrating records instead of how much sleep you did or didn't get after staying up for 18. I got to admit, I crashed about 1:30. I didn't go the whole distance.
I thought you went the distance.
No, I didn't.
I did.
Yeah.
And it was funny. I could have called Bobby because he went the whole distance too, being retired as well.
It's funny. I had a feeling it was going to come down to just one, and I didn't know it would take another 9 innings, on second game in essence, to get one run.
Yeah, and the sad thing is, and I don't disagree with our coach because he pulled a lot of guys out trying to put in designated runners to win it, and it just didn't work.
No, it didn't.
But the beauty of it, they came back, won that game. Now they came back and handily won last night. I mean, they looked so comfortable. It was, and the other team, you got to give them credit. Some of those hits were incredible.
Yes.
We just snagged them out of the air.
Did you see Barger's sliding, diving catch?
Yeah, with his head banging into the ground.
Yep, that's safe. Yeah. So there's a lot of good defensive play. It's not just the pitchers were on fire. When the pitchers are on fire, it's a tough game. The whole team seems to be together. The whole team is contributing.
They all seem to be contributing, and that's what one of the players said. He said, this is just the victorious bunch of guys because every one of them, every one is in sync, it seems.
Is it a once-in-a-lifetime Jays team, or does it go back to 92, 93, which I know where I was watching the games.
If the Jays win today, and if the management is faithful to the city, they'll let that team stay intact. They'll find a way. Because I'm so sick of, look at the Leafs. We almost won, and now they're stink. You know what I mean? We almost won. Where if they had kept it intact somehow, chances are we might have won this year. They didn't, and we're probably not going to win.
Wow. So management tampering with personnel. Yeah, it doesn't work.
So I hope the Blue Jays want more than one win.
Okay, this is the Jim and Terry. This is the Jim and Terry show. We're not sports analysts, but who is your favorite player? If you could name just one or two.
Either the first base player,
Guerrero,
or Kirk.
Yeah, and the back catcher is such a roly-poly.
Well, Bobby and me were. It's funny. I was driving down to Christina's house, and Bobby and me were talking about his roly-poliness and kidding about it. And that night, he got 2 home runs, and I went, that's it, I'm a fan.
There's an old commercial. Used to be an older woman, didn't have to be, but the tagline in the commercial on TV was, "Where's the beef?"
Oh, yeah.
The beef is Kirk, and man, he put it on where it counted, he put it out of the park. Yeah, so Kirk, that's an interesting choice.
So who do you pitch to? I mean, just almost every one of them out of the blue sometimes does something really great. That's a great team.
For Kirk, he seems to struggle with the high balls, whether they're high and inside, especially.
He's only 2 feet 3.
I know. So you'd think he'd have a lower strike zone. They wouldn't be able to pitch to him, but he keeps going after those high ones, chasing them. I'm not going to complain. So Charlie, what's Kirk's first name? Yeah, we'll get into that one too.
What happened to Charlie?
Well, we know what happened to Charlie, but it's what's going on at Turning Point USA that's of interest to me. But that's another. So I'm going to offer this one, Jimenez, shortstop.
Oh, they're all great.
He did one play where he leapt, caught, transferred the ball to his hand, hadn't even landed yet, turned in the air and fired to first base. And got it. Then there's Barger's throw from the outfield, and I don't know who he got it. Was it at home plate? The defensive plays have been stunning.
Yeah, they're up for this. And I'm surprised because LA, I was really nervous. I was hoping LA just wouldn't kill us.
Well,
don't forget, they steamrolled over Milwaukee, who I thought was the best team.
That's right.
And I thought, okay, we're third and luck can happen. But then I went, we've had some pretty impressive
This is the Jim and Terry
wins.
Show. We're recording before Game 6. Prediction.
Game 6, I think the Jays are going to take it.
Jays will take it in 6?
Yep.
There we go. The Jim and Terry Show. You heard it first. Prophecy are us.
Oh, no. I don't want to go to the store.
Okay.
I don't want to be stoned.
You just want to be a king. Bye-bye.